Hey friends, this video is for our 2-year-old's room for August week 3. All month long we're asking who made everything, and our bottom line is God made everything. And our memory verse for the month is God saw everything he had made and it was very good. Genesis 1:31. So we've been learning about creation all month long. On week 1, we did days 1 and 2. God made the light and dark and the sky above the water. Then last week we did days 3 and 4. God made the land, plant, and seas, and the sun, moon, and stars. And this week we are focusing on day 5. God made the sea animals and the birds. And we want to help preschoolers see God's goodness when they hear the bark of a sea lion, they see a colorful fish, or they find a bird's nest filled with eggs, because now they know who made it. It's not just a sea lion or a fish or a bird. It's a sea lion, fish, and bird that God made, and it is good. I love that. So jumping into our leader guide, just make sure that you are to your room by 8:20 and 10:20 so that you can get yourselves checked in, make sure everything's ready to go. Kiddos will start to roll in at 8:30 and 10:30, and they can just have free play in the classroom until about 8:55 or 10:55. Then around that time, you want to start to clean up so that you can play a little intro game. So get kids' attention. You can say, everybody touch your head, everybody touch your belly, everybody touch your toes, grab a bubble, put it in your mouth. You can have them march to the carpet and find a spot to sit, have them sit crisscross applesauce. While one person is kind of leading this activity, everybody else can kind of be cleaning up. And then when whatever leader is going to lead this, you're going to play a little game called Swim and Fly. So you're going to say, we're going to see if we can fly like some animals and swim like some animals. So the first one, can you guys swim like a goldfish? Then swim like a jellyfish. And so all these different ways that they can fly and swim. I won't read them all to you, but I will attach this so you can look through them. Then after that, you're going to kind of get their minds tracking that that's what they're going to be learning about today. So then, first service for sure, you can use the Apple TV remote to go to the preschool at home. If you have any questions about how to get to that, just shout out your door for one of the directors to come help you. While the story's going on, try to keep kids interested by saying, oh, look, it's Ollie. Can everybody say, hi, Ollie? Or, have them talk back with the video. And while the song is going on, some other leaders can be setting up tables and chairs for snack. So after story time is over, you can have snack. When you're done with snack, there's a few additional activities that you can pick from. Don't feel like you have to do all of these. Pick which ones work for you. The first one is the craft. And so what kids are going to do is they're just going to decorate this. It's kind of a half fish, half bird. And I do have googly eyes coming that they can put on here. So they'll put one googly eye here, one googly eye here. They can use crayons to color. You can get out the dot markers if you are feeling adventurous for the day, and they can get out the dot markers. Or they can just color it in with crayons. And then when you're finished, they'll fold it in half. And one side will be a bird and one side will be a fish, so that they kind of have made one of each. And you can just remind them what they learned about in their story today, and that who made everything? God made everything. Then you can also just practice the memory verse. You can say it really quiet. You can say it really loud. You can have them stand up and say it. You can have them sit down and say it. All kinds of things. Then another activity you can do, we've been doing this the past couple weeks, it's called What's Inside. So you can gather all the kids on the carpet and show them, I have 5 secret boxes. So do you guys remember what God made on day 1? And on day 1, he made the light and the dark. So you can turn on and off the flashlight. And then on day 2, does anybody remember what God made on day 2? On day 2, he made the water above the sky. So the sky is our clouds right there. Does anybody remember what God made on day 3? On day 3, he made the seas, and this is hot glued so it won't come open. And he made plants, and in our plants, he gave us food. Isn't that so cool? What did God make on day 4? On day 4, we have the sun and the moon and the stars. And you can make this like a big mystery. Can be super intense. What did God make on day 5? Do you guys remember what God made on day 5? He made the fish and the birds. And I'm going to have more birds. They're coming. But you can have kids come up one at a time and take one of the fish out, take one of the birds out. And you can talk about how God made the fish and the birds on day 5. And if you want to, you can kind of read through this. I just basically summarized it. And then you can stack up the boxes or lay them next to each other and summarize. And just remember, who made everything? God made everything. Then we have our God created song we've been adding each week. So you're going to sing to the tune of Are You Sleeping? So God created light and dark, light and dark. God created, and I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but you can do each verse. And then at the end, you can do a flashlight dance party if you want. We've got all the flashlights right here, and I will also bring back into the room. We have like a little nightlight thing. Oh, it's right up there. So this has batteries in it. So if while they're doing their flashlight dance party, you want to turn this on and put it in the middle of the room. It glows and has, it spins around in a circle and does all the lights and stuff. So I think the kids will think that's really fun. So I'll put that inside the flashlight bin for this week. I know I had some people asking about how to turn on and off the light. Listen, I got these. They seemed like a good idea at the time. You just have to use this little pen and you stick it in there and that goes off. And then there's a hole in the bottom. Oh, I can't do it while I'm looking. And it goes on. So that's why we keep the pen there. I know they were really cheap light covers and I should probably get better ones, but that's it. So thank you guys so much for serving. You guys are amazing. I am so, so grateful for all of you. Thank you for all that you do every single week. Seriously, this team just rocks. So grateful for you guys, and we'll see you on Sunday.